Hi, everyone. Welcome to the show. We have a great guest today. We have Mikhail, who also goes by Jamaica, and he's the owner of Webhead Fitness. We get into all things fitness related. He talks about what he calls his second chance at life when he moved here from Georgia to South Carolina, his football career, and then what it's moved into now with group fitness classes, his philosophy behind it, and how he's helping a lot of people here in Columbia. So I hope you enjoy. Thanks for listening. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Here for the Health of It. I am Dr. Randy here with Dr. Tom, as always, and we have a great show for you today with the owner of Webhead Fitness, Mikhail, a.k.a. known as Jamaica.
What's going on, everybody?
So Jamaica is like your acting name, kind of like how actors get their own name, stage name.
It's a nickname that came to me in college.
Okay.
And I played football at Benedict College, and they call me Jamaica. It's automatic whenever they find out some kind of background in you, like if you're from Detroit, they're going to call you Detroit. Or if they're calling you Mactown, like from where I'm from, Macon, they'll call you Mactown. But instead, they found out I'm Jamaican, so Jamaica stuck.
Okay. I love that. I get called Canada sometimes.
You know, ironically enough, my friends growing up used to call me a Jamericadian because my mom, not necessarily from there, but she kind of lived both lives up there in Canada too, and my grandmother lives up there as well, and my aunt and a lot of my brothers and things like that too. So my friends used to pick at me a lot.
Really?
A Jamericadian.
Do you identify more as Canadian or American or Jamaican?
American and Jamaican.
Okay.
You don't want to be attached to Canada.
Of course, I'm going to grab hold to the Jamaican roots, but yeah.
All right. And for people who are just listening, you're jacked, big arms. How big are your arms?
I have not measured.
You haven't?
Yeah, if I had to put it up against the remote, I guess it would probably be 2 remotes.
Okay. It's a good size.
If you get that, you can read between the lines.
2 remote sizes of arms. And you came in here with 2 different phones, so that means that you're a busy guy.
Basically.
And you got secret stuff on one.
Yeah, you
secret files.
Gotta keep it secret. Business phone and the trap phone.
Yep.
Tell me about keeping those separate, because it seems like it would be confusing.
I got different cases on them and they're different colors, so I can keep up with it that way. Okay. But mainly the business phone, I hardly ever use it. The main phone, it has a different ringtone, different notification tones, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
That's how I kind of keep them separate.
Yep.
Aside from that.
Do people get suspicious when they see that you have 2 phones?
Of course. Listen, a couple years ago, I was training a group of people. I had 3 phones at one time. And they was like, well, what you got 3 phones for? Don't worry about all that. Mind your business. You know?
got 3 girlfriends.
But, yeah, that... No, that was because I just had a free phone from one of the places I switched phones to, and I just wanted to bring my own phone, so they gave me a free phone anyway. I was like, all right, whatever, you know? So it was more of a game phone than anything. But just to keep the jokes and the laughs going, it's a trap phone, or it's for the rest of the females, you know?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I've never heard of a trap phone. Have you heard the word trap phone before? That's just like a secret phone to text girlfriends?
Nope. Trap phone is whenever you're doing illegal selling of goods. Trap phone.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yep. Nice.
All right. Like in your case,
your biceps.
Selling,
your body.
Yeah, my biceps.
Your body.
My body, yeah.
When your body's on the market.
Yeah, I sell my body to try to get my clientele, you know?
Just shirtless photos full
you
on
know,
that phone.
Crazily enough, I don't post much of that anymore nowadays because it gets too much of the wrong attention.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like...
Too many guys like Randy hearting it.
Hey, to each his own. To each his own.
All right, so Benedict, what position did you play?
Receiver.
Nice. Now, did you have full beard then?
No, actually, I had a goatee. So all of this was actually shaved all the way down. It was just
a little
mustache and goatee.
That's hard. How was that with a chin strap? Felt good?
Not too bad, though. It wasn't too bad. I had one of those deep chin straps with the plastic on the front of it. So,
did you, were you one of those guys that left your mouthpiece out? Like you see that nowadays? I don't get that.
I hated that, man. I had the one without the strap, so mine stayed in like a grill, you know?
People are doing, I saw 2 on a guy's helmet, not in his mouth.
Oh.
Like that's getting out of control, right?
That's how concussions happen.
Right.
I've had too many of them. 4 concussions, that's enough for me. So.
Okay.
Welcome to Columbia Family Chiropractic, voted Columbia's best chiropractic clinic. With 3 easy-to-get-to locations, you'll be sure to have something near you. We provide drug-free and surgery-free healthcare and take care of a wide variety of injuries. We offer several services from corrective chiropractic care, on-site digital x-rays, spinal decompression for bulging or herniated discs, dry needling and cupping for injuries, pediatric care, non-surgical knee therapy, and a Class 4 laser. And for those focused on wellness, we have a red light therapy bed. We accept all your major insurances. If you click on this ad, you'll get a discount on your first appointment. You can check out our website at cfc4health.com, or you can Google Columbia Family Chiropractic. That's cfc4health.com.
So your facial hair is the opposite of what I'm trying to do right now.
Yeah.
So I'm going heavy mustache with trimmed along the beard. You're going heavy beard with a nice trimmed mustache.
And I literally just did this if you saw me yesterday earlier in the day, this was getting out of hand. It was actually starting to curl up like Colonel Sanders.
Oh.
It was starting to curl up. I trimmed all of it up. I was like, you know what? I got a podcast to do tomorrow. I got to stop looking like a Rastaman and just do something and look some kind of decent.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
All right, so talk to us about your fitness journey. Did it start, I'm guessing, obviously, with football and athletics?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Let's just give the story, the origin story of the reason why I stuck into it. So going back to why I'm here. So I'm in South Carolina. I'm from Georgia originally, right? So let's just say everybody has their own history. So I always tell people that South Carolina is a second chance for me because of certain things that were going on in life. It was either do something and leave the state and get out of the area, or stay there and possibly end up becoming a statistic.
Oh, yeah, we want to dive into that.
So basically, without going into too much detail, 2013, I was going to college.
Okay.
First school I went to, I got kicked out. Junior college, basketball, football, immature freshman. Long story short,
fighting?
I got kicked out. No, let's just say, you know what? I don't care about telling the story. So long story short.
Let's just give the people what they want.
Long story short, what ended up happening was there was a building on campus that was being constructed, right? So me and this girl from class decided we wanted to go explore that. And let's just say, read between the lines, we got caught in the elevator. And,
Playing hide and seek.
Yeah, playing hide and seek, peekaboo to a degree. So we got caught. I took off and ran, and I left her there. I mean, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to run.
Instincts.
You know?
Yeah.
So
Did you have were you butt naked running out of an abandoned building?
He had his socks on. I mean, come on.
I did pull everything was all square before I got up out of there. I mean, mine were around my ankles, so it is what it is. But long story short, God, I hope my mom doesn't hear this. I don't think she knows
like the
this.
opening. She's
But anyway, long story short, she got left there. So, of course, she snitched.
Yeah.
And I ended up getting kicked out for 2 years. So after all of that, I got back into school 2 years later. 2013, I went to Gordon State. Now, the goal was always to try to get a football scholarship, live that campus life, as an athlete. Didn't get a chance to do that because I went to school in my hometown. So I didn't live on campus, none of that stuff. Of course, obviously, I was still around on campus and things like that. But I ended up getting a football scholarship to Benedict. 2014 is when I got up here. In between that time, I was dealing with some legal issues. Long story short, I was facing 3 years on a felony charge. So I redshirted my freshman year, 2014. 2015, I got into a bad car accident. So never played college football again after that.
Oh, no.
wow.
So depression hit, all of this other stuff, dealing with a toxic relationship, ex-fiance, all of that stuff. I was in my own apartment. As a man, we can all understand when you're kind of like broken down to a degree of like, you came up here for a reason, you can't play sports. You also can't work because you're under the doctor for a year now at this point because your neck and your back is all screwed up. You got a toxic relationship you're dealing with your ex-fiance, and now you have no vehicle. Plus, you're in an area that you don't know anything about, So, in all honesty, here's where the origin story of my fitness journey came. Because I've always been an athlete, obviously, and I've always worked out, but never knew how to properly work out, never knew how to properly eat, things like that. So, Lord rest this guy's soul. His name is Adam. He passed away last year around about March. And I always used to tell him during his lifetime, I owe my football career to him, and I owe my career in general to him because I hired him as a trainer. And when I hired him as a trainer, he just saw my work ethic. Because at that point, I done given up on everything. I don't want to play football. I don't want to play basketball anymore. I don't want to play in the pros anymore. I just want to be moving and mobile and just work out a little bit. So I hired him. This was 2016. So he gave me an ultimatum. Long story short, there was a semi-pro team at Asheville, Blue Ridge Raiders. And that semi-pro team was having a tryout. Now, he brought it to my attention. He was like, yo, you should go try out. Nah, I'm not trying out, you know. He stayed on me for like a week, maybe 2 weeks or whatever the case may be. He was like, hey, I'll train you for a year. Not a year, a month. If you go out there and go try out and you don't make the team. But if you go out there and go try out and you make the team, then you continue your career. All right, whatever, you know. So I went out there, made the team, ended up being one of their star receivers, along with me and a couple other receivers. We had a deadly quartet. It was 4 of us. We was freaking dominant. We just didn't have the discipline and the offensive line. And semi-pro football, majority of the time, if you're playing semi-pro football and you're offensive lineman, 9 times out of 10, you weren't really good.
Right.
I'm gonna just be realistic with you.
Right.
So that was the problem, you know. But we still made do with what we had. So long story short, because of what Adam did for me, because I pursued that career, I ended up playing 6 years professional football, short stint in Canada, and then 5 years arena football. I retired 2 years ago. But because of that, I wanted to become a trainer. And so I became a trainer 2017. And it was because of him. So that's where that goes.
Dang. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Was there ever a workout that you just remember? You were like, this is what I want to devote my life to.
Like a workout in itself
Or
that
like
Adam put me through?
Yeah, that you remember with Big Adam. Was he big too?
He was definitely he was a basketball baller. So he was more tall and
He could
still kind of muscular, but not super muscular, but he knew his stuff, you know? A lot of times he'll have me flipping tires and sledgehammering and things like that. I just saw a video in my memories on, was it Facebook, whatever the social media was. But either way, I saw it, and I was jumping through the tire. Then I flip it, jump through the tire, slap it with a sledgehammer, jump through it again, flip it. Those are the type of sessions that he had me doing. More balanced stuff and things like that, catching the football on a Bosu ball while you're trying to balance on one leg, things like that. These are things that I learned from him. So he definitely made an impact on that part of it, and that's the reason why I'm so passionate about what I do now, because he knew his stuff, and if it wasn't for him, then I wouldn't have chose the career.
Right.
My degree is computer engineering.
Computer engineering.
Computer engineering is what I was going for, man.
Was he an older guy? I'm picturing like Mr. Miyagi, 65 years old, just taking you under his wing.
Adam, when he passed, if I remember correctly, he was mid-40s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So if this was 2016, I would say he was mid-30s.
30s, wow.
Yeah.
Yep. So he was just one of those guys that just saw it in me.
Yeah.
You know, and he wanted to just continue to push it.
Yeah. And so you were in a dark place then.
You don't even want to go there. And I mean, I'm going to put it bluntly because I'm an advocate for it anyway. I tried to take my life. So long story short, that's why I'm a big advocate for mental health and suicide awareness, because I did. I remember it, and these were the dark times. Now, of course, I'm not going to get to that point anymore because I clung to the Most High, tried to cling to the positivity that's around me and things like that. But nobody knows what you're going through when all of this stuff is piled up on you all at one time,
right?
You know, and that's just what it is. So I don't mind telling the story of, yeah, I did try to take my life, but that's not where I'm at now. This is where I am, and I'm a survivor for it, you know? So, yeah, very dark place.
Was there signs that anybody would have seen, or was it just all silent struggle?
Yeah, silent struggle. I'm here in South Carolina. All I had was the 4 walls in my apartment because at that point, man, my ex had them broke up. She was gone. So I had the 4 walls. I would leave and go to the doctor for my PT. I come back home, 4 walls, you know, and then I'm just left with my thoughts.
Yeah.
Every now and again, mom and dad will call and things like that. Family will call, but that was always my coping mechanism, was silently struggle, and try to figure it out on my own.
Yeah. You got a great voice. It's nice and deep.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I've heard
feels
that
good.
many times.
Feels good on my ears.
Listen, relax. It's okay. Just relax.
I'm comfortable with it. I feel good. Do you feel good?
I'm in there liking his shirtless photos, and Tom's got this audio on repeat, trying to fall
Falling
asleep every
asleep.
night.
We're recording it. All right, so Webhead, you got to tell us what that means and how you come up with that as a name.
Can you see my socks?
Oh, Spider-Man?
Yeah.
That's your thing?
Spider-Man's my guy, man.
Tell me why.
Spider-Man, ever since I was a kid, I kind of fell in love with the old 90s one. That's the one that I was exposed to the first time.
Okay.
But Peter Parker, I don't know. He just kind of resonated with me a little bit because when you look at superheroes, they're grown adults all the time, usually boring alter ego or whatever the case may be. And they don't talk a lot of, can I cuss on this?
Oh, yeah.
They don't talk a lot of shit. You know, so with Peter Parker, his character kind of resonated with me because that was kind of like my personality to a degree too. I grew up in a household where we just talk shit to each other. You know, we joke on each other all the time. So just him in itself was more like, oh, that's kind of cool, and that was just it. So from young time all the way up until now, it's just Spider-Man.
Really?
Cosplays, all kinds of stuff. If I don't spend upwards of $400 on a Spider-Man costume, then I'm not.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, so wait, how often are you getting dressed up as Spider-Man?
I did year before last was the last year because at that point I hadn't gotten too big because I always get them custom made. So that one had done ran its course because now I'm like, 220 now. And at the time when I got that one done, I was like 180.
And it's full spandex.
Yeah, spandex, but when you get to a point where spandex is starting to, you can hear the threads kind of cracking when you're putting it on, it's like it's time to retire this thing now. So that's what I did. So I hadn't done it since then, but majority of the time I go to cons, anime cons, Comic-Con, stuff like that.
Is there stuff like that around Columbia? Like I know that there's one Comic-Con thing that happens.
Yeah,
right?
Soda City Comic-Con usually happens around about, 1 year it happened in August, and I think 1 year it happened on Halloween, as a matter of fact. But those are the ones I've been to.
What happens there? Like I'm always curious about this, the getting dressed up and like what's going on at these places.
Depends on how big it is. Now, I've heard some stories about the big ones. I hadn't been to the big ones yet. But the smaller ones, we're all dressed up. We're taking pictures with each other, meeting some of the celebrities that are out there, voice actors, comic people, whatever the case may be. And some of the memorabilia, you buy some. You might find some rare finds because I collect some of those action figures and things like that too. So you'll find some things there. But some of the big ones, they're on my bucket list. The one in San Fran, the two in Atlanta, the one in New York, they're on my bucket list. I got to go.
Now is Spider-Man what's Spider-Man's love interest like at Comic-Con? Because nobody's dressing up as what's her name in it?
Mary Jane,
yeah.
MJ.
I mean,
you get a lot of MJ. You get a lot of, depending on the Spider-Man, you get a lot of MJs. You get a lot of Gwen Stacy, the Spider-Gwen character. That
there's
version
a
of her.
Spider-Gwen.
Yeah, so that version of her is more of the Miles Morales love interest than anything.
Because I'm saying, like, that'd be something you're into? Like, you see a woman dressed as Spider-Woman, you're into that.
Oh.
Right.
That's
I'm
hitting
thinking
all your
about
hot
webbing
buttons.
her up,
Yeah.
webbing her right on up. My bad. I was just too excited,
So you're walking around 220, just full spandex.
What are you
getting
covering
some
your package? Yeah. What are you covering the package with?
Man, see,
You're going full spandex there?
full spandex. The best thing that I can do is put on like a couple of tights, and I have done that. I put on a couple of tights to kind of keep it
Contained.
contained. Because I
Caged
made
up.
that mistake at an old job years and years. They just made a post about this maybe some months ago. They was like, y'all remember when Jamaica dressed up as Spider-Man? And they tagged me in it. And I was like, oh, come on, man. But anyway,
It's
and I
legendary.
was fresh at the job, which makes it so bad. Like I wasn't even a month in. I just got out of new hire training. And they had like a superhero day. So I was like, you know what?
This is perfect.
Boom, let me throw this on.
opportunity.
So I came in there with sweatpants. So I didn't have any tights on this time. Because I was like, all right, I'm going to put the sweatpants over. Because it still worked,
Yeah.
Somebody convinced me to take the sweatpants off. Because it was like, we got to get a picture of the full costume. All right, cool. I took the sweatpants off. And yeah,
There
man,
it
I was
was.
supposed to call HR that day. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous, man. But so that thing go,
Yeah. Now, do you fluff at all? Like when they say you got to do your dick, you didn't fluff. You just are.
There's no need.
You feel good.
There's no need. Not to brag, but there's no need, So
Okay. Yeah, no, that's great. Good for you. Good for you.
listen, man.
appreciate it.
I'm my daddy's son, I am my daddy's son.
All right, let's talk workouts. So style of workouts then, like your gym, it's been open 6 months. What's the style that you're teaching? What are the types of things you guys are doing there?
Functional strength training is what we do. So that's what I've learned over the years of almost 9 years now, that functional strength training with the interval training is going to be the most beneficial for the general population. Of course, you got ways to train athletes. Of course, you got ways to train powerlifters and things like that. But for the general public, most of them want fat loss. Most of them are trying to lose weight. So functional strength training, because you got to build muscle.
Right.
You're probably going to be functionally doing something. You're going to squat down and pick something up. You're going to reach overhead. You're going to bend over to pick something up. All of these things happen on a daily basis. So knowing how to be able to do those things properly without hurting yourself at 40 because you farted hard and then you pulled some muscle in your back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sneezing
Sneezing will do it. Those type of things is what I teach over there. Nutrition, making sure that we're resting properly, making sure that we control our hormones, because it wasn't by design, but 100% of the members at my gym now are women, and they're 30s and on up,
100%?
100%. And it wasn't by design. It's just because of what I teach and how I teach. And then on top of that, guys have ego. And they not trying to come in there and go get beat down and outshined by the ladies that are in there doing the HIIT training.
Right.
Because it's 30 minutes interval training, and it's bam, 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 bam. You probably got, how I design these workouts, you probably got between 8 to 12 to 15 seconds to breathe between each movement.
Yeah.
And some guys have done it, and they like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to go stick to the regular gym and go do upper body for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And look like a lollipop. So
Look in the mirror. Yeah. Yeah.
that's what it is.
Lollipop's great.
Because
100%
guys skip
women.
leg
Yeah.
days, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Tom, for sure.
No. I'm on a new Reggie. It's been nice.
Yeah.
I do legs twice a week now.
I hit mine 3 times a week.
Dang.
Oh, you might want to up it a little.
I'm going to do 4 then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead then. Have at it. We're gonna. He's gonna be crawling in here like Lieutenant Dan.
Kit Walker said. All right. So, do you use a lot of equipment in that then, or what sort of equipment are you guys?
I don't need a lot of equipment to beat them down.
keep
I
moving.
got kettlebells. I got bands, dumbbells. As heavy as they are now is up to about 20 pounds. Of course, I'm planning on getting more because, 6 months in, I'm doing it all by myself. These things are like slow grind. So these are growing pains. So they're growing with me. So as revenue and the gym starts to grow, then I'll be grabbing more equipment. The goal is to get, 2 squat racks so I can teach them how to properly do barbell work, things like that. And then on top of that, I do personal training there as well. I partner with Garner Fit. So Garner Fit helps me offer personal training there.
Sweet.
There's also a stretch therapist that is on Garner Fit staff that does stretch therapy because recovery is key. That's the whole thing about the WERQhouse in itself is work, recover, and refuel your body and then repeat it. You know? So all of that stuff is under one roof. And as I continue to grow, there's going to be a nutrition bar in there where you get shakes and teas. And then we got a grab and go where you got meal prep from a meal prep company that I partner with Elemental Foods. They do... Well, their main thing is Caribbean food, but they can customize it all the way down to whatever you like, whatever your dietary preferences are.
Yeah.
They customize it all the way down to that. So one-stop shop, that's the goal. And all it needs to do now is just to get a little bit bigger so that people can understand and know, oh, snap, that's what that is?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let me go over there. I'm giving you all of the tools. So if you fail, who you blaming?
Right. Yeah. What's the biggest excuses that you get?
Time.
Time. I don't have time to work out. Don't have time to show up.
Listen, I got a couple of members in my head right now that I just talked to a couple of days ago. Oh, yeah, I just don't have it. My days are 16 hours a day, and I still get at least an hour of a workout in every single day.
You're doing daily.
Yeah, daily. 6 days a week. Saturday is my rest day. That's what it is. And even Saturday is more admin stuff than anything. But gym time, Sunday to Friday.
Okay.
Destroyed myself this morning. Destroyed myself yesterday. I'm going to destroy myself tomorrow.
Are you an early morning guy?
Absolutely. If
How
I
early?
don't get it in, well, if I didn't have to train my 5 a.m. class and my 5:45 class, it'll be 5 a.m. That's what it was before the gym opened. And now I get it in at after 5:45, which is around about 6:30.
Yeah.
Then I have to go to my full-time job at 8:30. And then I work all the way up until about 4, maybe 5 o'clock, depending on how many patients I have. And then I'm training them for 4:45, 5:30, and 6:15. Then I set up for the next day. Now I only got enough time to get home, eat, I almost said it, eat, dump, sleep. Try not to be too vulgar. Eat, sleep, and start over again. Yeah, and shower, and then 4 a.m. again.
Yeah.
So when people talk about time, I think about, okay, give me your schedule, and I guarantee you I can get it in, and you won't be able to get it in.
Right. Yeah, being open 6 months, you're in the grinder, just everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think there's a genetic component too that's probably in your favor, because I remember whenever I would like hang out with guys from Jamaica, they could just keep going. They could just keep lifting. I'm like, how do you do this?
Oh man, I think it might be just in the blood in general. Like my dad's 66 years old. I'm 34. He's still got 2 jobs, and my stepmom's 40.
Whoa.
Nice.
So I mean,
6
it might
years
just
older
be in
than
the blood. Yeah, 6 years older than me, which is crazy. But I mean, I guess it might just be in the blood. Just keep going.
Is your dad shredded still?
He doesn't work out at all. He just has always been active. Like he doesn't stop moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like literally, he work, then he goes to his second job. He'll go tend to the garden. He'll go do yard work. He'll go do other different things.
Yeah.
Like go sit down, relax. I'm glad that he's with my stepmom though, because he used to didn't take vacations. He'll have all this PTO and not necessarily, just keep going. His birthday come around, he don't take the day off. Bills to have to pay. All right, daddy. All right. So she's got him taking some kind of time off and things like that. So she was good for him.
Didn't you once say like Jamaican men, like security guards are like the scariest people to you?
Yes. When we
like
were
toughest or
so
something?
Gibson Saw, who he's a Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I told him, because he's from Brazil and he's a scary dude. I mean, he's the nicest guy ever, but he's scary. And I told him the only person that I'm more scared of than a Brazilian guy is a Jamaican guy, because growing up, everywhere that I would go, this is in Canada, but the security guys were Jamaican, and they were always twice as big as the next biggest guy.
And I never understood. I ask Daddy this all the time, like, why you leave Jamaica and go to Canada?
Right.
You leave the hottest, warmest place on earth and go to the coldest place 12 months out of the year. It's really only hot in Canada maybe 2 months out of the year. Come on, man. It makes no sense. But he wouldn't have never met my mom there, so it is what it is.
So she's Canadian. Is that how they met? He
She
went to
was in
Canada, met her in
at the
Canada.
time. She was in Canada at the time. She was still living with my grandmother at the time, helping to raise my aunt. And they met at my dad's aunt's restaurant, because that's where my mom worked. And that's where my dad started working when he came over there.
Yep.
Nice. Dude, you've lived some life at 34.
34.
Have you written any of this stuff down, like just trials and tribulations of everything you've been through?
I haven't, but if I wanted to sit down and write, I joke about it sometimes with people. It's like if I really wanted to write a story about my life, it'll be a 3-part trilogy. It'll be early
Like
days
Star
in
Wars.
Georgia. Then it'll be like
Superman.
crazy stories. We're going to call it Yard Man.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, early days, teenage years, and, the Phoenix version of it, because this, once again, is the second chance in life.
Right.
So,
And 34 is still young too. I wouldn't close all the chapters off, because you still have 60 more years doing this stuff.
I plan to live to 120, so yeah.
All right, so you got maybe 86 more years.
As long as I continue to do what I do.
Yeah, so when you transitioned into the gym space and now you've got all these women, are they hitting on you all the time?
No. Not at all. I kind of try to keep it as professional as possible. Now, granted, trainers, coaches, things like that, we get a bad rep. For
sure. A lot of touchy-feely stuff.
Yeah, I try to keep it as professional as possible when it comes down to it. Of course, obviously, I'm a man. I might see, or I've trained a client or two, and it's like, God. Relax. How you doing that? But outside of that, I try to keep it as professional as possible.
All right. So are you on the market now currently?
No.
Off the market.
Off the market.
Nah.
Give us the scoop.
Tinder, obviously.
No, actually, damn, man. Now I'm about to sound like a hypocrite. I used to train her.
What a setup.
I used to train her. But still kept it as professional as possible.
Yeah.
But, sometimes.
There's only so much she could handle. Where she just had to say.
It's just signals. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So at some point, you got to be a man and shoot your shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bone can only be thrown so many times before the dog go catch it. So.
I haven't heard that one before, but I like that.
Yeah, well, that one came
it
off the
is.
top of the dome. I don't know if that didn't trademark that.
Put that on a shirt.
Do you have a dog?
No, that dog would probably be
pets.
dead.
You don't have
messing
time
around with
for
me,
that.
man. I don't have time.
No.
Yeah.
I would love to have a dog, but I don't have the time.
You were talking about your brother. Is he a part of this whole deal?
Yeah, we actually started the brand Webhead Fitness together.
Nice.
One day at Thanksgiving dinner.
Debo.
So we started this together, and he's actually the reason why I'm even here, because I don't have the time to do a lot of outreach, things like that, especially with working full time too. So he does a lot of the stuff on the back end. Now
Social media stuff. And admin.
And you think I'm big.
He's a big dude.
6'5". What is he, like 260 now? Something like that.
Whoa.
And he does security for celebrities and stuff like that. So that's why I cut my eye over there.
I have nightmares about your brother from when I was 18 years old.
Listen, some of the people that have seen the picture, that's your brother? Yeah. And they always give me the joke, oh, that's big little brother.
Yeah.
It's all about the same thing with the Jamaica Me Crazy thing. Like, how many times have I heard that?
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a part of the brand. He's in Atlanta. That's where he lives at, and he does a lot of traveling with security. He does K-Camp, Drewski, some NBA players, some stuff like that. So he does a lot of that.
Kind of freelances and that? Like they just,
He has his business too. His brand is Debo Secured, so he does that.
Have you seen him fight before?
When we were younger, yes, but as an adult, no.
No one even bothers fighting.
Listen, I wouldn't even, to be honest, I wouldn't even bother.
do you mess with him at all though? Like, do you ever kind of flinch at him every now and then?
We like to grab each other sometimes when we see each other, just to kind of test and see what's going on. But in all honesty, he's got a lot more training than I have now. So I'm just, listen, little bro, you got it. You know what I'm saying?
Are you faster though? Like if
I'm definitely probably
like you shove
he's
him and just
faster
run
now.
Is he?
Well, yeah, definitely. Speed-wise, foot speed, yes, definitely. But as far as hand-wise, because I don't practice anymore.
Oh, yeah.
So I did the kickboxing thing and stuff like that. But I couldn't throw a kick to save my life if I wanted to. At least not a painful one. I'd probably throw a hip out or something that way, because I haven't done that since 2019.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
I bet like he's got to train in like weapon stuff though. I mean, nowadays that's just what people are walking around with.
Absolutely. So he definitely weapon trained, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he does all of that stuff, and he might be down here maybe a month or two from now. Maybe. It depends.
Has he ever put on a Spider-Man costume?
Absolutely not. He's too chill for that. He's not doing none of that at all. That's definitely me.
What's his thing? Like, he's like, oh, you're the Spider-Man guy.
Yeah, I'm the Spider-Man guy. He's just in the background with the smile.
Yeah.
He's just chilling, or with the stern face, depending on what he's doing. So
Scanning the area. What's your favorite lift? Like,
I just made a post on social media. I have a newfound fetish for kettlebell fitness.
Really?
So I've dabbled in that over the past 2 months now.
Just kettlebell swings?
Kettlebell fitness.
In
There's a
general.
difference. Kettlebell fitness in itself is a complete full body experience. Not just kettlebell swings and things like that. You got all kinds of different things you can do with it. You got a kettlebell clean and press. You got gorilla lunges with a press. You got all kinds of different movements. Right. And it was just because I wanted to change up my kind of mesocycle. Because when I retired from ball, I kind of focused on just lifting. Want to see how much muscle I can really build. But I didn't like how my body felt after that. So, and then on top of that, I tore my hamstring right after that. So that was fun. But anyway, I started doing that, and then I started getting stiff, stuff like that. So I was like, let's switch it up. Let's train like an athlete again. So now I'm doing more athletic movements, calisthenic movements, things like that. Still pushing the strength and the muscle building thing, but just kettlebell fitness is what I'm starting to learn. So even a couple of days ago, I was doing Turkish get-ups, 15 pounds. That's it. Turkish get-ups with no hand.
That's floor to stand up.
Floor to stand up. No hand, one arm up. It took me all the way up until Sunday or last Friday, whichever day that was that I did it. It took me all the way up until then, after 2 months of training, to actually upgrade to 15 pounds because I did it with no weight and struggled. Yeah. I was in there looking like I didn't know what I was doing, and I'm in Planet Fitness, so I got a rep to kind of uphold there. Mm-hmm. I got personal beef with Planet Fitness, long story short. But I'm in there as a member now because I own a gym now. I'm a competitor to certain places where I used to work out at, so they feel away. It is what it is. Not mad. Not mad at all.
My dad had a kettlebell fetish for a while.
Yeah.
In a different way, though. He fell in love with one, didn't he? And he was on TLC where you watch married a kettlebell.
No, it was the same kettlebell fetish as you, where it just all he wanted to think about or talk about was kettlebells.
Yeah.
And then Turkish get up, I probably heard that 3 times a day, 4 times a day. Mm-hmm. But then it just kind of faded into the distance after a while.
Man.
Switch to something new. So I know you think right now you're never going to get over your kettlebell, but I think
I am.
I think it's just like it's a phase.
It's something to challenge me. It's something that I've been looking for. I've been wanting a challenge ever since retiring. So it's like I need something to challenge me. So once I get the hang of it, I'm not going to just throw it away. I'm still going to keep it in my routine. But yeah, it's definitely like straight fetish. Like, I got to do it. I need to figure something else out. What can I do? Can I do this? I want to do this. Mm-hmm. That type of thing. So I'm definitely in that. So that's my favorite type of lift. Outside of that, my favorite lift has to be squats. And
really?
Deadlifts.
I like squats and chest press.
I'm a leg guy. If any of my clients or anybody that's around me on a regular basis, they always talk about my dump truck.
Oh, the old glutes.
Yeah, so my legs.
I haven't even seen it yet.
Yeah, my legs are definitely big and strong. So
throw on a Spider-Man outfit for me quick and spin around.
There was somebody that was inquiring about training. It was like, I want my butt to look like yours. What do you mean?
Was it a guy or a girl?
It was a girl. But she was like, I want my butt to look like it just sits up. Like, yo, why are you explaining this stuff to me like I'm training to do this type of stuff? I'm not training to do this stuff. It's just a side effect to how I train. It's not what I do, but everybody pick at me about it. So
I want to talk about fitness enhancers. Like,
here we go.
I want to talk creatine. I know before the show we were talking about TRT, steroids, stuff like that. I feel like men use it way more than women, but I don't know. And I think there's probably a lot of stuff that's kind of underground that's now coming full circle. Are you seeing? And maybe taking back to the football days, what was that like? Was that happening much there? And then where is it now in the gym world?
Not that I know of as far as the football world is concerned. Of course, that's highly taboo, and they're definitely going to drug test you in that aspect of it. So I'm not necessarily sure, but in the gym world, most definitely. And I'm not very well versed in all of the aspects of it, or whatever the case may be, but I've done my research in the past, and I've learned a couple of different things. Ronnie Coleman, I think he said it one time, because we all know who Ronnie Coleman is, and we saw what steroids did to him. But the key things about steroids and natural working out is things like recovery. So somebody that is on steroids, they can push themselves to the limit with high volume, like 20, 30, 40, 50 reps, these type of things, because their muscles recover faster because the steroids is giving them more testosterone for recovery. Somebody that's natural, they're not able to do that because they're not going to be able to recover like that. So if somebody on steroids is working out 2 and 3 times a day, that's simply because they're able to recover it faster.
Right.
Yep. As far as the usage of it and things like that, I definitely can pick out girl and guy. I can kind of pick out who's on it and who's not necessarily on it. And maybe it's just because I have the eye. It's kind of really hard to explain. But like me, I'm all natural, right? I've never used anything outside of weed in my lifetime as far as a drug is concerned, right? So
Protein powder.
Yeah, protein powder,
Creatine.
creatine, these type of things. And I'm going to look at the camera on this one. Creatine is not a steroid. I've been asked that a million times.
Right.
It's not a steroid. You get it from food, and your body can create it as well. But creatine is not a steroid. Creatine is probably one of the most researched supplements out there. You need that just for, in general, recovery. But as far as steroids, like with women, they look real strong in the face, like almost manly.
Yeah, jawline.
She's probably on it. But then on top of that, women don't make enough testosterone to really get boom. You know what I'm saying? So even if they're not using it super, super hard, and these are hard truths. I'm one of those ones that's going to give you hard truths. I'm going to detour real quick. Waist trainers, saran wraps, detox teas, all of that BS is BS. It's marketing BS. Nobody wants to hear that, Even when it comes down to these shots, stuff like that, it's not going to be helpful for you like they think and how they market it. Ozempic is one. That's the big topic. If I say it, I got into so many different heated debates on social media about all of that stuff. And it's just simply because they're not as informed as they should be when it's being prescribed to them. It's a tool, not, I'm going to lose weight. And then it's not about losing weight in itself. Build muscle, drop body fat percentage.
Right.
Change your lifestyle, get off your ass, and go work out and actually cook your food. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a hard truth person. I don't care how it makes you feel. This is what it is. There was somebody that came in the gym maybe 3 or 4 months ago, and I saw it on her. She had a saran wrap, the little wrap thing. Yeah. I said, what you doing like that? And she was like, what? What you talking about? I said, why you come in here looking like a turkey, man? She was like, what, my wrap? I said, where you get it from? She's like, the TikTok store. I said, can you return it? She was like, no, I don't think I can return it. I said, take it off. It's not going to spot weight loss.
Right.
That's what they do. Oh, if I wrap this up, I'm going to lose the weight in this area type of thing. No, that's not happening. That's a whole myth. You can't just sweat in one area and think you're going to lose the weight. Right. Same thing with the waist trainers and things like that. That's what it's designed for, but they market it that way.
Is that same of those like glute things that go around the thighs I've been seeing?
Oh my God.
What is that?
That's like what
new.
It's supposed to be. I think what it's supposed to be is it's a resistance band, and it's supposed to make, like, while you're walking, it's supposed to work your glutes out, if I have an understanding of that. Gotcha. So it's like, so you don't have to necessarily work out your glutes. Right. You just got this little pair of pants on with the bands on, and I'm just like, okay, people will try any and everything except for the hard work. If I got on camera, took my shirt off, and said, I chew 1,000 chews of bubble gum every single day, and this is how jacked I got, people will eat that up before they'll actually do the work. Right.
Right.
What about those little electrodes that you put on your abs to get an 8-pack?
That doesn't work either. Nope, none of it. It's all just literally marketing. Nothing beats hard work, a nutritional diet, support in your hormones as far as making sure you're getting sleep, hydration, and managing your freaking stress. Stress is probably one of the number one killers of everybody out here, outside of obesity. The majority of it comes from work. It is what it is. Learn to manage your stress. We all got it. Hell, I got it. As a new business owner, definitely I got it. Yeah. But I've learned how to manage it by, making sure I'm trying to make sure I get into bed by 8:30 at least. Then I take magnesium glycinate to calm the nervous system down. I take ashwagandha right before bed and the magnesium just to make sure that everything is calmed before I go to bed.
Yeah, nice.
You know? So
Do you teach people about like natural ways to boost their testosterone?
Absolutely.
Or is there what are some tips on that for listeners?
the best thing, especially for guys, use your legs. Don't skip leg days.
Yeah.
Like, that's an old adage, but it's a very simple thing to do.
Right.
Because think about it. Your legs are probably, the number one biggest muscle on your body aside from your back. So if you're putting that under so much stress, guess what happens? You're creating more testosterone in your body by doing so. The other things is just how your diet is. Don't go out and go be eating all of this processed food, which is hard to do because this is the side of the world that we live on. Every single thing that we do or eat is going to be processed regardless. You can eat a chicken breast from one package and a chicken breast from another package, and it'll cause inflammation in your body because how it was raised. So trying to be mindful of the processed foods. And then here's some other things. Pomegranate juice is something that I do on a regular basis. Pomegranate juice is nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is going to help blood flow. Blood flow.
Yeah,
Here
buddy.
we go, you know?
Blood flow,
So,
here we go.
There we go. So those type of things is going to be helpful. And then going back to, once again, stress. Managing your stress. Oh, my God, I can't stress it enough. Get it? But y'all was supposed to laugh.
I liked it.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
I giggled inside.
But no, managing your stress is very, very key because think about it like this. You ever been on your laptop or your phone and your phone's starting to go slow and it's acting funny and things like that? What do? You turn it off, right?
Smash it.
Or do that.
Start screaming.
You turn it off and turn it back on. Most sane people will turn it off and turn it back on. Then the phone works better, right? That's your body. That's literally your body. When your body starts to glitch in or you feel sluggish and lethargic and things like that, your body is running on E at that point. And I say the same thing about food. All of these things is going to help your hormones in itself, men and women.
Yeah.
Because women not getting enough of that sleep and managing the stress is really going to hurt them because they store it all where?
Gut.
And then they come to me and say, I want my stomach in and I want my ass out.
Stomach in, ass out. Is that a song?
I have no idea, but people been saying that to me for years at this point. I have no idea if it's a song or not, but those are things that's going to help. Off the top of the dome, that is first few things that I can think of. Pomegranate juice, don't overdo it though.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to say this and then people are going to hear it and go get 32 ounces of pomegranate juice, a gallon of pomegranate just down.
Yep.
And then next thing you know, now it's doing the reverse.
Yeah.
No more than about 8 ounces, maybe 16 ounces a day, just to keep it in your body. You know what I'm saying? Consistency is key when it comes down to the natural life. You know, ginger, turmeric, all of these things is what I take on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Zinc in the morning. I take Tonga Ali is another one.
Really?
It's a supplement. It helps boost your natural testosterone and keep it level. The way that I work out, I have to keep it level because if I work out too much, my cortisol levels are going to just go through the roof. So if I don't have something that's going to keep it level, then I have to find some other means.
Are you a coffee guy or a tea guy or pre-work tea?
Definitely a tea guy.
Really?
Coffee.
Didn't see that coming.
Coffee
got a
is
tea
not.
vibe.
Coffee is not the best taste to me. I've always hated it for some
Yeah.
reason. Now, as far as pre-workout,
What do you
400 milligrams a day. Not really. 400 milligrams on my leg days, like my true leg days. So I hit 2 true leg days and 1 athletic day. And obviously, if you're doing athletic movements, you're using your legs anyway.
Yeah.
So that's still technically a leg day. But on those days, I take, Bum Thumper Thabich. It's by Raw. It's a black canister, 400 milligrams of it. It's got creatine in it and things like that. And then I'll take Transparent Labs, the bulk version. Well, actually, it depends. Lean or bulk, but it's a little bit less caffeine. Those are on my regular, just like upper lift days, just to continue to keep that caffeine, get my nice tingles, and then go from there.
Yeah.
I love the tingle feels.
Oh.
It's like crack. I call it the crack. So
Are you
that
just
buzz.
jamming out to tunes as loud as you can?
Jamaican music.
this is why me and Planet Fitness have had beef in the past. Because when I work out, I talk to my symbiote. Get it? Spider-Man reference. But anyway, so I'm jamming out to the music. Usually I'll have a sleeveless hoodie on. So I throw the hoodie over my head, headphones in, and I'm in my own little world. And it annoys the hell out of me when because people are gonna come and talk to you. They want to come run their mouth. I'm like, okay, you got about a minute and 30 seconds to say what you got to say.
Yeah.
Because until then, I'm about to go lock in again. You know, and they'll spend time and time and time over. But I'm gonna tell you a funny story. Maybe 2017-ish, I got kicked out of Planet Fitness. But actually,
The
lifting
lunk
weights.
alarm go off?
Very.
Did it?
Ooh.
So I already hate the Smith machine as it is.
Yeah.
But I was over on the Smith machine.
Doing hip thrusters.
I have done that, though. I have definitely done that. What was I doing? Was I benching? I think I was benching. So I was benching. And, of course, you got the little flip things or whatever. So you flip them, and then it bing, bing, bing.
Yeah.
I had probably like 270 on there or whatever the case may be. And I'm just bing, bing. And then I throw it up there, bing. He comes over there, hey, man, making a lot of noise over here. You grunting, singing out loud, things like that, toning down. I look around the gym. I'm like, like 4 people in here because it had to been like 2 o'clock in the morning at that point in time. There's like 4 people in here. So I was like, all right, whatever. Put my headphones back in and go back to lifting, right? He comes back over here again. I was like, do you not see how much weight I got on this thing? And then he pissed me off. He was like, well, maybe you should use some weight you can control then. I said, okay, cool. So he walked on back over there. I did it again. On purpose this time. Bing! He was like, you know what? I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Say less, man. I just
Kicked out of
got time,
Planet
Planet
Fitness.
Fitness, you know? It's,
People's Gym.
it's the people's gym, man. And I can't get behind, I don't know if they do it anymore, but I can't get behind a gym that gives you pizza daily.
Yeah, they do
know?
that. And donuts, they do all that shit.
Yeah, like, okay, cool. Every once in a while, but you're already
kinda
coddling
weird.
some of the people that are there as it is. Like, you're going to give them pizza, the thing that they need to probably stay away from.
Right.
You're already not educating people on how they should work out. I haven't seen a trainer in a Planet Fitness ever in life. Well, I'll take that back. The one that I work out at now, I think I've seen a trainer in there. That's actually a trainer on their staff.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think she does. Or maybe she just works there and she trains somebody. I don't know.
Dude, the guy that kicked you out has some big balls.
Listen.
Because if I had to kick you out, I don't know what I would do, but I would
Blame it
quit
on somebody else.
I think I'd quit my job before I came up to you
wasn't
and
even
quit.
as big in 2017 as I am now.
Oh, so maybe it wasn't quite as scary for
Right.
him.
I
180.
wasn't-
He's like, this Jamaican guy's 180. I can
Right.
take him.
I was probably like 180 at that point in time, and I was still. I think I hadn't even gotten my contract with the CFL yet, so this was me still playing for that semi-pro team up in Asheville. So I was just working out just because, and just staying in shape or whatever the case may be. So I definitely was probably like 180. Man, listen, I just say to myself, growth, because once again, we talk about second chance. In South Carolina, I try to stay on the straight and narrow. He'd have said that to me maybe in my 20s, like my early 20s, we'd have had a fight.
Was he
Ain't
a
no
big
way.
guy too? Like, would it have been a good fight?
Absolutely not. He would have been destroyed because he probably about as big as this pen. I'd have folded him under the Smith machine at that point. It's just like, really? I know you got to do your job to a degree, but it's literally 4 people in here, and 3 of them are on the treadmill.
Right.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I don't know how much. If you offered me $1 million to go fight a big Jamaican guy, I would turn it down immediately.
It gets very, it gets violent. It gets violent. Don't let us have any kind of weapons around, and it don't even have to be a true weapon. I grab this tripod and like we don't fight fair. It is what it is.
So your wildest times in Georgia.
Macon, Georgia.
Do you
Isn't
ever?
that where Colin Crosby is from?
I think it is. Yeah,
Crosby Roofing. Is that a thing in Macon, Georgia? Probably seen it in billboards. Macon.
Maybe I haven't been home on a regular basis in a while, but I think I feel like I've probably seen a billboard or two. Anybody from Macon watching this? Correct.
Just got a free ad out there for Crosby Roofing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Wow,
what was it like? Because you seem like the way that you're talking, it sounds like your life is totally different now than it was before.
It is. 17-year-old me and 34-year-old me are 2 different type of people. And I mean that in the most like damn, that was you type of person.
Yeah.
Like there are some people who I've told some stories to where they're like, I don't even see that for you. And I say, thank you, because that was my goal.
Right,
you know?
right.
You know, let me think. Do I want to do a fight? Or do I want to do like dealing with girls? Or I think I'm going to deal with, you know what? I'm going to deal with girls.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to put any kind of correlation between me and these people, because if the certain people see it, then there's evidence that it actually happened. So let's put it like this. Me and some friends were out somewhere, and it was 3 of us, and there was 3 girls on the street, right? So I was in the shower. They came and got me. It's like, yo, hey, there's some girls down there on the street. You know, I think we need to go holler at them. They seem like they ready. I bet.
Ready.
So I jumped out the shower, and it's summertime too. So I'm still cut. I've never been super big up until now, but I've always been cut. So I come out bird chest and all with 6-pack glistening, just no shirt.
Little baby oil.
Go down there. Hey, y'all, what y'all on? What y'all doing? Oh, nothing. We just, chilling. We heading to our homegirl house. All right, cool. Y'all smoke? Y'all drink? What y'all trying to do when y'all get down there? Oh, we smoke and we drink. All right, cool. So we walk with them, because now we with them. It's all it's 3-on-3. And this is what we do. So we go down to their homegirl house, and we get up with their homegirl, and then they leave. So all 3 of us are leaving back. We're going to walk them back to their house or whatever the case may be. But we made a detour, and we went to one of my friend's house instead. And let's just say stuff got wild,
7 people?
No,
6?
just the 3.
Oh,
it's
okay,
3-on-3. Me,
like a basketball tournament.
the 3 of us, and then the 3 of them. So
Like a basketball tournament.
I had the den. One friend had the living room.
No way.
The other friend had the the bedroom, his place, or whatever the case may be. So everybody else is done at this point. 30, 45 minutes go by.
Holy
I'm still
shit.
in the den
Holy
going
smokes.
crazy. So 2 of my friends be like, hey, man, what you doing down there? You making love or what, man? What's going on? It taking you that long? Man, listen. I said, I'm just enjoying the moment. So we talking junkie, because I told you, the people that I hung around, we talk a lot. We joke on each other a lot. So they poke, and I'm in the mid tagging, And he was like, man, nah, man, you got to speed this up a little bit. I was like, speed it up. So I was like, you like this? Like how this go?
You guys are communicating during this.
Exactly. So I sped up, and I just went to straight town on it. He was like, yeah, bro, god damn, man, you taking forever, man. What's going on? I was like, all right, man, give me like 5 minutes, man, we be done. So he left back out, and lo and behold, 5 minutes later, we all done.
Wild. Wow.
So
And then that turned into your fiance.
No. Ironically, my ex-fiance is from where I'm from. So, but no, that wasn't, not at all.
Now, how do you guys pick out of 3 girls?
Good question.
Yeah. I always wonder, how do you determine and know, like, all right,
Nonverbal.
really?
It's all nonverbal. So it's more like peeping the vibe.
Like baseball signals, like you're doing this.
Not even that. It's more eyes than anything, but you also feel the vibe. Okay. So how I was brought up between some of my older siblings and my mom too. My mom taught me the game a little bit. Me and my little brother both.
Coach them.
Your mom taught you the game.
Mom and some of my older brothers, so I learned to read the vibe.
Yeah.
So if it's a group of girls and one of them is more talkative to, let's say you, then
obviously
I'm going to just shift and boop, boop, boop.
Bang,
and
doesn't
now
matter.
she's in front of you. You know what I'm saying? And then that's just how it usually goes.
Yeah.
More time than not, that was more successful than, damn, man, I want her. And then she ain't really vibing with you. Now you're going to throw the whole 2-man or 3-man
So
off,
you weren't, non-committal. You're just saying, hey, I'm here for the action. Whatever I get, I get.
Because at that point in time, we teenagers, man. Like, why are we worried about committing? Like, none of this stuff is serious. We just squirrels. And you know what comes after that? We just
squirrels.
It is what it is, man.
So you're just shirtless most of the time back then? Like, would you throw
As much as you could be.
As much as I could be, most
Yeah.
definitely in the summertime back then, because that was when I was the most vain. Like I said, I try not to be as shirtless now because it gets the wrong attention. And because I have a brand now, I'm just like,
Yeah.
yeah, it would be nice. Like some years ago, there was a trainer female, and I would never say her name. But she was like, you should get a trainer OnlyFans. What?
Oh.
And then she when she pitched it to me, she was like, I have one, and it's me really just working out in very, very skimpy outfits and things like that, and they pay for it.
That's pretty
It's
wild.
like, yeah, but I'm a guy, though.
Right.
What's the worst that I can really get aside from being butterball? You know what I'm saying? Like, shirtless, true enough, but I can be shirtless in public. There's nothing really exclusive about that. Like,
Right.
like what am I doing? It is what it is, but hey, she's successful with it, and
Yeah.
she makes...
She does well.
She definitely...
He's still doing it.
I would assume so. I hadn't
Yeah.
talked to her in a couple years, but
You ended your subscription a couple years ago.
I had a free subscription. I kid.
Kidding. How long you been growing your hair? Like, when's the last haircut you remember?
Actually, 2 years, 3 years ago.
Just a trim.
I cut it all the way up here.
Really?
So I've been growing my hair since 2012. And when I cut it the first time, it was well past my butt. Reason why I cut it was car accident. So between the car accident, messing my neck and my back up, and then years of playing football, because my last 2 years of pro ball, they moved me to running back. So that was punishment.
Yeah.
So I brought my battered and beaten body to my current chiropractor, and she suggested that I chop the hair, at least trim it at least, so that she can, do what she needs to do to kind of fix what's going on. Because I suffer from chronic migraines too. And she was telling me C1, C2, things like that. I mean, obviously, y'all probably know that because y'all freaking do this. But anyway, so I chopped it real low. And now that everything is kind of straight now, I go to her for maintenance nowadays. And I'm gonna grow it back out now.
And you're gonna keep like down to the waist.
Absolutely. Some of the games that I played in, like we had to wrap it with pre-wrapping tape.
Really?
Wrap it. It looks like a big dong hanging off the back of my head, man.
Just that dong out the back.
Yeah, my rookie season, I learned my lesson because I used to let it ring freely, and then I ran a slant route, and the corner, he pulled my hair, snatched me back, and I was like, yep, nope, we got to do something better with this.
Right.
That was the first lesson, and the last lesson I had to learn about that, so we started taping it up. I had the trainers tape me up and stuff.
Yep.
And your chiropractor, do you want to give her a shout out or?
Life Expressions Chiropractic. They're currently moving, so I don't know their address.
Where
yet,
is that?
so-
Yeah, but they helped you
were
quite a
on
bit, it
plan.
sounds like.
Yeah, absolutely. They did. And she's very, very knowledgeable as well. Like, she definitely educated me on a lot of different things, which I'm a sponge anyway. I like to learn a lot of different things because that makes me a better trainer and coach, So learning about how the C1 and C2 affected my migraines and things like that was absolutely incredible for me, because now when I'm dealing with my patients at work, because I work at a chiropractic, I'm not a chiropractic office, a knee pain patient office. Now I can, educate them on, hey, your knees might be hurting, but your root cause is boom, your back and your hips and things like that. So we can help you with your knees, but you probably want to get with chiropractic to try to get your back and your hips looked at and things like that. So it all falls under that same roof. So I'm all about shouting out people that are going to be able to help those, because there's a lot of people out there that they just in it for the money, or they're not educating people the way that they should be.
Yep.
It's just what I do.
What are your gym hours? Like, if people want to come see you, what do they just pop in? And then what are the appointments?
Appointments. Preferably during class times.
Okay.
Class times, 5 a.m., 5:45 a.m., and 8:45 a.m. And then in the evening times, you got 4:45, 5:30, and 6:15. Friday and Saturdays are only morning classes, so you got your 5 a.m. and 5:45. And then Saturday is 8:30 in the morning. Eventually, I'm going to add a 9:15, but outside of that, more time than not, you'll catch me there anyway outside of hours, especially if it's the evening time, because I might as well put a bed in there at that point.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
And how do people pay for it? Is it per class? Do they get a monthly subscription?
Memberships, they can do drop-ins. either or, whatever works for them. That's the other thing. A lot of people don't do group like gym memberships like mine because this is a private gym, you know. So this price point is going to be higher than a Planet Fitness or your One Life or anything like that because it's a private boutique type. I wouldn't call it a boutique, but it's definitely a private gym.
Oh, yeah.
So that price point is a little bit higher, and people are like, that's a little high for my price point. Well, listen, I don't like for finances to kind of be, you know, the issue of the reason why you're not going to get to your goals and you're not going to try to do anything. Just do the drop-ins. You know what I'm saying? When you got an extra $20 here and there, drop in. At least you have some kind of baseline. And then if things change, then you can get you a membership. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's not an end-all, be-all when it comes down to that.
Cool.
You know?
Nice. And then visit one, are you doing, like somebody starts with you, do you do assessments, scans, what's that look like?
I do an in-body scan.
In-body, yeah.
In-body scan is, I always say, seeing is believing. Seeing is believing because of the simple fact that if you look at your numbers and I point out that your body fat percentage is now off the chart, because I think it tops off at like 45% body fat or something like that. Once it's off the chart, now you're like, ooh, I need to do something.
More than half their body's fat. That's wild.
And it's not uncommon too.
Yeah.
Like it is really not uncommon. It kind of is disheartening to a degree, but we also got to think about the side of the world that we live on now.
Yeah.
Everything is convenient. It's always set up to be lazy, you know? So why not? But yeah, I do the in-body scan with them. I go over that. I do their macros for them as well, and I give that to them. Even if they don't even sign up, that's something that they can have and take with them.
Yeah.
You know? So now you know what you should be putting into your body at this point, and now you have an understanding of where you're at that point as well. So that's just something that I kind of do for them.
And then how do people find you?
Slide in your DMs?
Yeah, you can slide in the DMs on all of the business handles. Don't come to my personal page in the DMs.
Business phone.
Yeah, because honestly, I hardly ever check my DMs ever. I get cussed out all the time because like there's so many groups that I'm in on, especially Facebook, because I model as a hobby. I act as a hobby. None of these things are serious that I do, but it's just like pastime type of thing when I have the time. But there are so many groups, and I mute them all. And I always tell them the same thing, like, I hardly check this.
Yeah.
If you want me to learn something or if you want to communicate with me, you better tag me in it or you better text me.
Right.
Because I'm not going. I missed a photo shoot not too long ago. And they was like, well, Jamaica, I don't check this thing.
Right.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But business-wise, especially Instagram, Debo is always checking it because that's just his thing. He's more of a Instagram person. He feels like that's his age range.
Yeah.
On Facebook, I'm the old man, I guess. We're only 4 years apart, but I'm the old man, I reckon. Webhead Fitness on Instagram. Webhead_fitness on TikTok. Webhead Fitness WERQhouse on Facebook. That's how you can get in contact with me. Email me too, info@webheadfitness.com. It is what it is.
Cool.
Sweet. Good stuff.
Well, appreciate you being on the show.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for coming.
I appreciate y'all inviting me.
That was fun.
That was fun. I wasn't expecting that.
We're here for the health of it.
For the health of it.
Just a quick note, this podcast is for informational purposes only. We're not meant to replace your doctors, and nothing here should be taken as medical advice. Always check with a qualified professional before making decisions about your health. The views and opinions expressed by our guests or hosts are their own and do not necessarily reflect those of this podcast. Reliance on any information provided is solely at your own risk.